Hello, welcome to episode 50 of the Fisher Fitness Coaching Podcast. What a landmark. Is that the right saying? A landmark? Anyway, I'm going to call it a landmark. 50 episodes, yeah, so thank you for, as always, tuning in and listening. I'm going to have a trial run. This is going to be a short one, I promise. Hopefully 10 minutes. I just want to see if it's any more effective in terms of if you prefer listening to shorter, more concise episodes or longer, more drawn out waffle, which I tend to do. So yeah, I've got a few, on a side note, I've got a few exciting guests coming up in the near future. One about sort of mindfulness, mindset, quite spiritual, I suppose. So really good for the sort of mental health side of things. I'll be introducing that very soon. And then another guest next week on ADHD and relationships with food. Oh, as soon as I start, the builders next door start drilling. That is so annoying. Hopefully you can't hear it. And then actually I've got, in a few months, not just yet because he's really busy, I've got Dr. Pack on, which is so exciting because I rate him so much as a doctor, as a coach, and we're going to talk about muscle growth in more detail, the sort of new research behind muscle growth. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm buzzing for that. So yeah. Anyway, so today's episode. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Today's episode is just a quick one. Hopefully, I know I've said that a lot. It's ended up being about 20-25 minutes, but I'm hoping for 10 minutes or so, maybe 15. If you're lucky. So I'm going to be talking about weightlifting, resistance training, strength training, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be sort of listing the other benefits of resistance training and lifting weights, other than just the usual aesthetics and building a more muscular physique. Obviously, when we say we're lifting weights, we know the benefits. We know the main benefits, which is building muscle. You look better, you build more muscle, get bigger, get stronger, etc., etc. But I'm going to go into the other benefits, which you may not have thought about before. I've got about 20 here, so I'm not going to go into them too much in terms of like the whats and the whys, but I'm just going to list them out just so you can appreciate how beneficial and how effective and how much your life will improve when you start lifting weights in the gym, when you start resistance training. I'll just give you a bit more of another perspective on the what's it called, Rich? Come on, think. Activity, such as lifting weights. Anyway, first question is, I got asked, is there a difference between strength training and resistance training? And there sort of is and there sort of isn't. Both include lifting a load or lifting some sort of load from A to B. But with strength training, it is very different to resistance training in the sense that you're training to get stronger. So the exercises you do may be different to just standard resistance training. Yes, there is a resistance behind strength training, but let's say if your goal is just strength training and you are strength training to achieve a certain goal, then you'll be doing things like squats, deadlifts, big heavy push-pull movements and squat movements, lifting to get stronger. Whereas resistance training, you can incorporate other things like cables and dumbbells, other variations of load, essentially. Yes, it is all resistance, but you use resistance training to specifically build muscle rather than get stronger, even though there is a carryover, even though with resistance training, you will get stronger. And then obviously with strength training, you will build muscle. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, there is a bit of a difference, but you can still achieve strength and muscle growth from doing either of them. essentially. I know I've probably made things a lot more confusing for you, but basically, yes, there is a bit of a difference, but it's not worth worrying over. So there we go. It all basically means the same thing: resistance training, strength training, weight training, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to run through these other benefits before you fall asleep. So, and there is more than this, but I've got about 2022. So, first one, better daily function. So, moving better, you do daily tasks more efficiently. So, things like, I'll go into this a bit more detail, but carrying, shopping, lifting things above your head, picking things up from the floor, carrying children, not in a weird way, but your children, hopefully, carrying your children, picking babies up from the bed. This sounds really weird. Picking up your baby from bed and putting it down into a cot. I don't know. I'll move on. Anyway, just laughing to myself. Doing daily tasks more efficiently, basically. So another one, improved joint longevity. This isn't going well. Improved joint longevity. So your joints will improve, strengthen up, meaning less risk of arthritis, stuff like that. More confidence and self-esteem is the next one. I'm not going to go into that too much, but you feel better because you are not only looking better, but because you are doing things which are difficult. And it's the whole process of consistently lifting weights in the gym and getting better, which also improves your confidence. So you get less trips to the car when carrying your shopping, which is massively overlooked. I've got a client who I've been training for a few years, and she often says to me that she finds just carrying shopping a lot easier. You're basically doing farmer's walks, loaded carries when you're lifting up and carrying shopping from the shop, obviously, to your car. You get a more athletic shape, which I touched on earlier. Yes, your body shape will improve. It will become more athletic, more defined, more muscular, leaner, stronger looking. And you'll also have better posture. It's been proven, there's studies to show that posture improves when you incorporate strength or resistance training into your lifestyle. So that's a good one. So if you're an office worker and you have bad posture, get in the gym and start lifting. Again, I touched on this earlier, but it came across really weird. So help with family life, so carrying kids, etc. Improved mobility, so picking things up from the floor, just being able to get into better positions. Oh God, more easily. So yeah, improving mobility is massive. Again, if you sit down a lot, which we do nowadays, we lay down in bed, we sit on the sofa, we sit in the car, we sit on the train, we sit in the office, we sit down a lot. So mobility will and does decrease over time. So lifting weights will improve mobility without doing loads and loads of stretches and all that stuff that you tend to do. And by the way, you don't need to do loads of stretches. You just lift weights well, and that will improve mobility. That will stretch the same muscles you are stretching without any external load. You come back from operations a lot quicker, so you're better at healing. Your body will be more efficient at healing itself. So from breaks, cuts, whatever. Reduced risk of falling because you're stronger. You're better at balancing. So again, if you're an older adult, listen to this. 40, I'm nearly 40. 50, 60, 70. Then lifting weights will reduce your risk of falling. You'll have more balance. You'll just be stronger. So a lot of issues with the older population is they don't lift weights, so they have more falls. If they have more falls, they're not as effective at healing, and their bones aren't as strong, which is my next point. So you get stronger bones. You have stronger bone density, so it's harder for you to break your bones. Again, moving on from that is prevents muscle loss. So sarcopenia is a massive thing. After maybe 40, you start to lose muscle tissue naturally. So lifting weights, resistance training will help prevent muscle loss and actually build more muscle tissue. So again, another Very good reason. And that's going to help. That's going to prevent, if you have more muscle, it's going to prevent falling. It's going to help just you live a healthier, happier, more effective, efficient life, essentially. Again, maintaining function as we get older. You just become a more efficient human being if you lift weights. Moving on to the sort of more mental health reasons, so it reduces depressive and anxiety symptoms, and this has again been shown time and time again. It's very effective for those with depression and anxiety. So even if your goal isn't to look better and feel better and get stronger, do it because it improves your health. It improves your mood and improves your mental health. It's massive. It's honestly huge. I've touched on this a few times already with previous episodes. One of the main reasons I do it is just because it makes me feel better mentally. It gives you a sense of achievement, So you're like, you've achieved something that day. It's like, okay, I've had a good workout. I feel good. My head's clear. I feel relaxed. It does wonders, honestly. Lowers your blood pressure. Again, been proven. So, yeah, lifting weights lowers your blood pressure. So I won't go into that too much. Manages chronic pain. Reduces back pain, shoulder, knee pain. It's happened countless times with my clients. I had a client once who came to me because he was going to get married, wanted to look better, but he also said he's had back pain for years. He's been to osteopaths, physios, chiropractors, haven't done anything. He spent loads of money on those treatments, didn't do anything at all for his back. Started lifting weights with me, started strength training with fairly good technique, effectively, and within about a month, his back pain had completely gone. And it was as well as looking better, feeling better, so many benefits. So that's a huge one as well. So if you've got back pain or hip, knee, shoulder pain, obviously within reason, you may need to get it checked out first, but incorporating some sensible, effective weightlifting into your week could massively help that. Last couple, you are harder to kill. I like this one because you are literally harder to kill. You've got an improved immune system. You are stronger. Your bones are stronger. You have more, like muscle is, I like to call it as armor. You have more armor. So it's protecting your bones, protecting your internal organs. You are literally harder to kill. And the final one I've got here is, again, quite an important one for a lot of people. You're less likely to have people mess with you. And this is completely true. Like if you're a lad like me, if you're a guy, and you're fairly small, fairly skinny, you're more likely to get picked on, like on nights out or wherever, school, college, uni, by, you always get these bellends who try and think they're better by picking on people who are smaller. I was that guy once, hence why I started getting into weightlifting or strength training. I used to have people pick on me. On nights out, I'd have people start on me because I was small and I was an easy target. I didn't help myself because I was always a bit of a twat, and I gave it back to them. But anyway, since, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but since I've started lifting weights and I've got a bit bigger, less people have had issues, less people have messed with me. Maybe that's just the bald head and the beard, I'm not sure. But I like to think that you're less likely to have people start on you if you lift weights. You appear bigger, more muscular, stronger, and that's just human psychology. Like, I think if you look back to our ancestors or wherever, or just with male mammals in general, you're less likely to fight a bigger, what's the word? I can't think of the word. You know what I mean, though. You look at all these nature programs when the two adult males fight. I can't think of the word. What is the word? Please tell me. But anyway, let's say I'm waffling again, way too much. But if a smaller male lion goes up to a bigger male lion, then chances are he's not going to start on him. He's not going to give him any shit. He's going to think, yeah, you can have this, you can have that, mate. You can have this bit of land. I'm done. I'm not going to give you any problems. Same sort of thing. Anyway, that's it from me. Hopefully that has been about 10 minutes, maybe 15. Let's have a look. 15 minutes. Yeah, so not too bad. Hope this helps. Hope this gives you a bit of an insight into the other benefits and effectiveness lifting weights will provide you with your life. Any questions on this, please let me know. But again, appreciate appreciate the listen. And if you've got any questions on online coaching, or if you're interested in getting involved in weightlifting, strength training, resistance training, whatever it may be, if you want to start that and you want a bit more of an understanding or a bit more of an insight into it, let me know and I will give you some tips. I'll give you some things to work on. Happy to help. But yeah, I appreciate you listening to my 50th episode. It's been nearly a year, which is unbelievable because it's gone so quick. But yeah, I've stuck to my word of doing one every week. So that's pretty big achievement, I think. So yeah, I'm look forward to having my guests on in the next few weeks, and I hope you tune in for those as well. But yeah, cheers guys, have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon.